Welcome to Decker Tech. Today I want to show you a little bit of the headache that is Madness 16, certain comps, certain builds. The average M16 experience when things aren't broken and busted, and or if things have been nerfed to the ground a bajillion times. Don't mind my hit points. This is pretty normal. This is basically what I started the fight with, and I wouldn't kill this guy off until Otis had a turn to put a little bit of healing around here. Also, the next fight is going to be an easy fight where I don't have any elites, so I can heal up. So I'm not worried about my hit points. The concern is that I am playing a self-burn Cornelius build, and this guy is immune to burn. And I didn't have enough shards to upgrade any of these to... Because an answer to this would be the fact that if I was running a yellow... Yeah, yellow. If I was running a yellow inner combustion, each of these would be doing 80 damage, and this guy has 50% resist, so it'd be 40 apiece. So, you know, I'd be able to kill him if I had enough resources to have upgraded any of these, but I did not. There are, you know, my decks are super weak because they are what they are. Let's just go ahead, but I do have an out, and I want to show you what the out is. I guess I can give it to you right now. I do have one card that is based on my burn stacks. So this bad boy right here, 0.4 of my burn stacks. So that's still, so 0.8. So roughly my burn, that's basically 80 damage. Halved is 40, which is still better than the 6s and 15s that I'm doing right now, because the best I can do is 3 6s for bam, bam, bam. That's the most damage I can do right now, which is not ideal. Also, the longer the fight goes on, the more I have to commit into putting block on Cornelius. So let's see if I can make this fight happen with out. Like I said, I didn't start with much hit points. Everyone's at 50 or less, but that was to be expected. That's just kind of where I've been hanging out. Maybe I should have invested more perks into resistances and stuff, but I think I'll be fine. But as I said earlier, these decks, they're very weak. I spent a little bit of extra on these ignites, maybe, is where I could have spent something else. I did buy the bookworm on Cornelius because it's kind of a big deal having 2 scrolls of intellect and to get his deck consistency going. But overall, like, this is just how M16 works. You have no resources. Alright, let's see if I can play to my out. And my out is saving this... Where was it? Saving the fiery shield until my second round through the decks. So... Oops. Didn't mean to click there. I need to clear through some of these bad guys here. I can helping hand to Otis for more healing, or Cornelius for more damage. Let's do Cornelius for more damage. I could also do Eve to make sure that she gets some ignites going, but that's kind of risky. So the Howl is a guaranteed given. Like, I just want them all slow and vulnerable. Looking at this, I can't slow anyone else down. The Spider is going to go before Evelyn, but most of my team is going to go before 2 of these guys. So the one I'm going to likely kill is one of these corn cobs, so let's focus on this front corn cob. And the way I decided that is because I want to kill someone that goes after my DPS, so that I can try to eliminate one of the enemy turns. If I can kill this corn cob on turn 1, this roasted corny, then he's not going to do this damage. He's not going to buff himself, like that kind of thing. I got plenty of extra energy, so I'll do this. And intercept, where do I want to put this? Probably on the front target, because most of these are going to hit my front. I could put it on Cornelius if he had a sort of self-harm, but he doesn't yet, so we will just buff myself. There are random swipes. I don't want to... I can't really predict where those are going to be, so I can't plan for that. 4 energy, so I can cast everything. And so I can either pump up Otis to catch up on healing, but I'm really not worried about healing right now, which is a funny thing to say when my team is so low, right? Got to get Insulate on Cornelius to make sure that it lasts for the whole fight. Then I have one more Insulate here, someone that's going to be burned. Front line is going to be burned for sure, or Otis. Evelyn has her own Insulate, so we'll do front. We also have a Shackle here, so Magnus will not be able to shield himself next turn. Block for himself next turn, so shield is important there. And then I have this Ice Lance. I can slow something down. The most effective slowdown is either the Spider, but no one can compete with that, or the Sheep. So the Sheep here is going to get an Ice Lance to the face to slow it down behind Otis. Bookworm says, draw my other scroll. Now, if my team was super healthy, I'd put these scrolls on Cornelius so that he could take his next turn stronger. But since I am kind of weak, and I don't want, like... They could kill someone with this Awful Tantrum. That's a pretty powerful card for the first off. I think the first time I played this fight, I killed the sheep before I had a turn to act. This time with me talking, I may have screwed it up, but we'll see. But I'll give these scrolls to Otis right away. And then I want to apply as much burn to myself as possible. The cheap man's way, I guess. And then I got inner combustion, and I'm going to save this fiery shield, we decided. So this inner combustion is not going to do near enough damage here. I could maybe try to kill the spider. So since I can't kill him and eliminate his turn, I want to try to eliminate something. So there, I killed the spider. He's not going to have his turn next turn. So they'll take their turn, and then Eve's going to have a chance to take. And I'm going to save this for trying to hit Toasty since he's immune to burn. Since this is really my only out to doing fire damage to a burn immune target. Detox gets rid of poison. I got one more detox. I could remove the bleed from the corny. That sounds fun. Last time I used these sunbeams to finish off the sheep. I guess I could just use these sunbeams to make this corny a little lower. So I got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, so I can go corny, corny. And then I have to decide where I want to even out this healing and this buffer. So I can look at what they're doing. They're going to bleed my front guy, so buffer there makes sense. Unless I could even do the order they're going to do it. They're going to do awful tantrum, so that's going to eat one of the buffers. And then they're going to bleed my front line. So, like, this is... No, the back guy's going first. Random hero they're going to burn. So I actually don't want to buffer Cornelius. Oh, too late. Getting rid of the poison was more important. But let's try to save some bleeds for Magnus. And then I have an extra card. Who's going next? Evelyn and Cornelius. So let's go ahead and give this to Cornelius. And then I have some healing to distribute. First off, if anyone was going behind me, I would be trying to place this barrier and the shield of warding to use the block for them. But no one's going behind me. So this block is useful for this turn of who's going to get hit. And that's going to be, what, like 20? Normally I just don't do the exact mathsies, but I can, because I have a feel for it as I flow through this normally. But as I'm talking and explaining, I'm going to be slowing down a bit. So basically this Leaf Claw is going to do, what, 20 damage to the front target, right? So he'll come down to 9. Tantrum's going to be that. So I'm taking at least guaranteed 1 damage here, but this awful Tantrum's going to hit everyone. So I know everyone's going to get hit. So I want some block here so that Cornelius, and then whoever is most likely to die of these two is going to get the barrier. And I think that's Evelyn. Evelyn's also going to go next. Yeah, this is fine. And then I kind of even out the healing a bit. We're all pretty healthy, relatively speaking. Maybe just a little bit more love to Cornelius for his next turn, because Evelyn's going to light him a little more on fire, and so the shield will block the burn a little more. And these hit points, totally normal. This is what I would expect on a Madness 16 run. I am just skirting the edge of death every single time. Uh-oh, we got some shackles going on. Spider dead is good. Cornelius, you're fine at 7 hit points. Perfectly fine. Alright, so I gotta kill this sheep and this Toasty before they take their turns. Ooh, fastest hero. Fastest hero is Cornelius. Cornelius might be dead. So as you can see, last time, I got to the point that I had just this guy left. But just changing a couple things in the turn order means that I'm now dead. I needed to give more love to Cornelius, it looks like. That whole shackle incident really screwed things up for me. Because this entangling roots is going to hit Cornelius, and there's just no way around that. That does 7 damage. I have 16 resists. Rounding, I might be at 1 hit point. I basically can't do any damage to myself here. Alright, so I want to light myself on fire some more, because that's how this Cornelius does his damage. I'm gonna light myself on fire more, and my team. Go figure. And I could try to kill the sheep. I don't think I have enough to kill the sheep. But it's super close. And I did just give powerful to them, so that was a mistake. I am going to die to this shackle shot now. Oh, also, he had a fireball that was hiding. Here we go again. I click reload, right? It's just waiting for my turn. So as you can see, just a little bit of changes, and suddenly I didn't make it to the point where I'm just trying to kill Toasty at the end. So Last time I killed the sheep, I don't know what to do different there. I'm going to just show you one more time. I'll probably die, and it's really just this guy being immune to burn that really hurts. I need to avoid hitting him as much as possible. I think in that last one, I need to have that fireball hit the front guy and bounce the sheep so that I didn't do any damage here. Sheep hitting everyone was pretty annoying. I can't kill the back guy. Usually I'd intimidate the back guy because he has the highest fire resistances. But I think we'll go for sheep or spider. We'll go for sheep. Yep. Cornelius, I think it's the right answer here still. And then use all my energy. And Cornelius is the one to die, so we'll just randomly throw extra stuff his way. Because sometimes that's how M16s go. Especially these early fights where you have no resources and you're really just struggling to get things done. So I could also give more resources to Otis. But he didn't need more energy, he needed more cards. So what I could do here is I could give Otis some more cards. Light Cornelius on fire still, because that's what I need to do. Because that's what this team comp does. And it's... Where did I want this? I think it's still Magnus. And I can slow down the sheep. Yes, I still want to slow down the sheep. Bookworm to draw the card. Heat waves, because that's how Cornelius plays. I actually cut the heat waves eventually, but right now self-burn is in such a bad spot that you have to use every little piece you got. I kind of want to burn this fiery shield, but we said that's our out, right? I can't, like, so close on the sheep. Let's see if Cornelius can finish him off. I would like to do this, and if it hit the sheep, that would be great, but we'll see. Alright, so damage-wise, I've got 2 sunbeams. It's not going to be enough. I'm just shy of doing the burn. So, I did not draw enough damage. Still need to get rid of that poison. And, what we decided? Cornelius was the one that got beat up, right? So, Cornelius. Maybe myself. This courage doesn't really matter this fight. Who needs to draw more cards? Cornelius was actually the one to act next because of the whole shackle issue. Some buffer. I want someone to not bleed here. And even out the shield. I've got 7 here, 16. So it's 7 right here. Or I put some block because the tantrum's going to happen. The tantrum. And it's really about just effectively blocking. Any block left is bad blocking. I want to use all my block to its fullest potential because otherwise I'm likely to die. Alright, so this time, this little popcorn had a turn. So anything he does is... No, it's the spider. The spider has the turn. Look at this. Spider just killed Magnus. I mean, Otis is going before Magnus, but, like, it's just it's a close thing all around. Igniting myself does make it so I take more fireball damage, because we decided this is a fireball hiding right here. But I can kill the sheep. I think a fireball here will kill the sheep. What's this? Nope, because he's got a lot of block. So I can do 2 fireballs and an inner combustion, I guess. That's where we're at. So 60. So this is an inner combustion here first, and then a fireball and a fireball. That's already dead, right? Yeah. So how much more life this? You got to check here. So he's got 24 health left. He's got what, 19 and some block left next turn. That doesn't make sense. Resisted? Oh, resisted. My apologies. So he's got 19 left. He's got 24 left. Look at the spider. Sheepy died, but this fireball, is it going to kill Cornelius? Nope. Nope. Magnus takes his turn, dies. And a death's door is just a death sentence. You cannot survive that. That is just not going to happen. And then I can slow some things down. I can light Cornelius on fire some more because that's still what my plan. And start working on the back guy because these are dead. No one's taking a turn afterwards, so it's all about shielding. I just need to get that skull to disappear. There we go. And Otis might just not get a turn next turn. We're all shackled, right? Or is this, does this decay at the end of turn? I don't even know. There. No skull on my face. But I'm dead anyway. It burns! The world is dying! Hi, Cornelius. Can you kill him? You did draw Fiery Shield. So the best I can do is ignite Inner Combustion Fiery Shield. Ignite Inner Combustion Fiery Shield. It's doing piddly damage because his resistance is no longer lowered because he doesn't have vulnerable. He is just in the 70%. I am doing absolutely no damage, and it is game over, man. And yeah, that's Madness 16. I would say that's a little less than average on Madness 16 because I am playing with probably the most nerfed build right now. Anyone that doesn't think self-burn is nerfed is like kidding themselves in so many ways. It is probably one of the weaker builds just because it's been axed like 5 times in a row. And but I still like I went into that fight. If he wasn't immune to burn, like you saw that first screen I showed you, I was fairly healthy, all things considered. And I was going to be able to, if he wasn't immune to burn, he would have died in the next volley. I would have stacked all the burn on him, slowed him down so he's going after me. Otis would have taken his turn. Otis would have healed up the team, and I would have been fine. So that's kind of just how Madness 16 plays out, and some of the thought patterns behind actions and trying to save the run. And if you like what you see, please let me know. These videos are free, but tips are welcome. Peace.